everybody, Dave Weiss here for the Glue Bomb Show. I am doing something a little different today, something I probably wouldn't even have to tell you about, but I am. I've been having a little bit of trouble getting my videos for my job uploading properly, and so I needed a short video to do some experiments with, so that is what I'm creating right now. I decided to do a Glue Bomb Show because my Glue Bomb shows are short, and so I can try this, and if it works, then I know it will work for my things that I do for my job. So, the kit I have to share with you today is this one, Endsville Eddie. This is Bill Campbell's Weirdos. This particular one was released by Hawk. It is a great kit. I've already built one like this, and I'm looking forward to building this one as well. Basically, with these Weirdos kits, you get a lot of parts of the body. The cars, of course, are very basic, but you have some really cool characters behind the wheel, and so that's the case with Eddie. So, first of all, I'll show you. Here is Eddie's face. Eddie's face is very basic, right? Eyes and mouth, not even a nose. And the fun part for me for these is painting them. I love to paint these characters. I love to show what I can do with painting with these. So I have a good time. They're fairly simple kits. They tend to fit pretty well. And so we'll just look at them. Here's Eddie's body. And we also have a post that I believe the sign goes into. We'll see that in a second. And then we also have the blower scoop. And Endsville Eddie is coming up to the end of the track, and he is trying to stop, and he can't stop. That's basically what it's about. So, and actually I just figured out this little piece of land here, which is what this is actually the anchor, where the anchor attaches to. So, there, you notice with these, and you notice here's his face again. His face will go in here, right? You notice, though, that there's no interior mouthpiece. And so one of the things that I do with Weirdos is I always paint the insides black, especially the body, because that way when you look through the mouth, you will see the black instead of seeing the white of the plastic. The other reason I do that is if I hold this up to the light, these parts are fairly thin, and they're fairly thin plastic, which is okay, but my experience with them has been that if you paint them and you don't paint that black interior, you're going to end up with something that light might even shine through and look weird, right? So, I always like to paint the interior of the parts black for this. Okay, here we have these extended front tires, right? He's hitting the brakes. The tires are going back off the wheels. That's the idea. That's how Bill Campbell designed it, and I love it. I love it like that. The wheels, as you can see, are one piece. Well, actually, there are two pieces. There's a back piece, but the main piece is right here. And as you can see, the wheel and the tire are one piece. That is an interesting painting issue because, of course, you need to try to paint the wheel silver and the tire black and keep the silver off the black and the black off the silver. It's not that hard to do, but it does take some concentration and some practice. Again, such a fun kit. Here is the car itself, the body of the car. And you can see, basically, it's just in this shape where it looks like it's sort of squashing like a cartoon would. These parts here in the front that are coming up, this is not mold flash. This is actually where the leg of the character sticks through because he's actually putting the brake through the floor. That's the idea. Of course, we also have the steering wheel, which is also detached in his hand. And just a lot of stuff. Here's the shifter rod. And then we have... Here are some leg parts, and this is the leg that goes through the front of the car. Brick wall that he stops at. There's a retro rocket, and there's these tailpipes and things, and all really cool. These are fun kits to build. Another tire, and there's the top of the engine, the intake, and the valve covers. And then we have the tongue. He's got a tongue sticking out. So, again, a lot of fun in these kits, and they're really simple to build. The decal sheet is really basic, right? Just pretty much just stripes. He's got some eyeballs for the car, and I'll be putting those on. It also has eyes for Eddie. Some of these decals here, these are the eyes for Eddie. I don't use those. I usually paint them. and I feel like I get a better result from painting. The instruction sheet is real simple. A picture of the finished piece on the front, and then they actually just have photos of the, I'll try to hold it against myself so the light doesn't shine through as much, just photos of it as it's being assembled. Again, a really simple kit. The interest for me has always been in the paint with these. I love to paint them. They tell you to paint them whatever colors you want, and you can do all kinds of things. And if that's you, that's great. I kind of view these guys as artists, these guys that created these things. And so I try to make them, I try to honor the piece of art and make it look like what they designed it to be. I love building these kits. Like I say, I have them all. And they're still kind of available. You can still find them on Amazon. But here's my warning for you. They were showing up last year in Dollar Tree stores for $1. Okay? You can't find them for $1 anymore. Most of the times you find them for about the price of a regular model these days. 15, 20, 25 bucks. The older ones, the original ones, go for a lot more, of course. But when things start showing up in Dollar Tree, they're pretty near the end. So if this is something you're interested in building, my advice to you is go out and get them now. All right? Again, a fun kit. They look great on the shelf. I'm thinking about using this one and my other one and making bookends. One thing I did notice, you do have to weight the front end of it a little bit, because when it's going into that nosedive kind of thing, the back end is a little heavy and it tends to want to pull up on those tires. So I am going to weight the nose and maybe even mount them to a board. I'm considering making my two into bookends, but we'll see where that ends up. All right, guys, that's it for today. Remember, model building is supposed to be fun. These kits are fun, so go out and pick one up. Take care.